In ancient drug news submitted by Igor the Champ, a 1,000-year-old drug pouch reveals evidence of ancient psychedelic use.
I wouldn't doubt that. Doubt that.
That's like how all the forefathers did marijuana and shit, and coke.
Or DMT.
DMT, yeah.
It's funny you mentioned DMT.
That's like the fucking, I think that's what's popping right now.
I know, it's because of Joe Rogan, man. He's a huge advocate of it. No, I've never.
I want to do it too, man. Let's go do it.
Coke is supposed to.
He didn't even say he wanted to do it. You're like, I want to do it too.
I'm scared.
Let's go do it, bro. Come on.
You think it's similar to like, I mean, the crazy thing is done is like, I've done is weed. You think it's similar to that or is like?
Nah, they said it's similar to dying.
Hey Josh, what's the matter? Are you chicken?
Chicken?
A little bit, dude.
Hope you're not a turkey, bro.
This is 7th grade.
I want to see God.
Me too. I want to meet the aliens. I want to meet the clockwork aliens.
I've only had a chance to see him
We should try
twice in my dreams.
We should all get together and drink some ayahuasca.
I'm so fucking down.
That's one way.
There's like 2 different
Or
ways.
you can fucking smoke toad lubricant.
Or you can lick a fucking frog.
I will.
Damn, I've been licking ass this whole time thinking that was gonna give me DMT.
Well, you gotta lick a homeless guy's ass.
Any of you guys done it?
No.
I'm kind of curious, kind of scared.
It said it only lasts like 10 minutes, right? Like it's a pretty short trip.
That's a long fucking
There's
time.
10 minutes and there's another one that lasts 4 to 5 hours.
Absolutely.
Ayahuasca is that one.
I want to go.
Ayahuasca.
I want to do the universal cannon one. The one that with the branding is you get shot out of a universal cannon. That's the sick.
Oh, I want to try that.
Yeah.
Meet the clockwork elves, dude. I'm into this shit.
I'm so scared.
You're not serious.
No, I'm dead serious. I want to do it.
What? No, you're
I
not.
really do. I really do. Not a bit.
It's such a bit.
No, I swear. I really do want to do it. No. Like marijuana, I don't like it because I get too detached and shit. Because you're still in your body. This is apparently you go to another fucking universe.
Have you ever done any other psychedelics?
Fuck no.
Then why would you just go hardcore?
Oh, actually, I watched Trainspotting. Does that count?
No. Trainspotting is a good movie.
That was confusing.
Dude, yeah. And I watched Memento in the same day. I was so fucked up, I couldn't
You're a
even...
true stoner, dude.
I didn't do any weed, though, for that. I just...
I know, that's some fucking stoner behavior, though.
So they have recently discovered a 1,000-year-old pouch in southwestern Bolivia, and it revealed traces of several psychoactive compounds.
Oh yeah, those fools did hella psychedelics.
Yeah, so they're saying
The native
that-
South Americans?
But they're saying that the stuff that they found in this pouch, it wasn't even anywhere near like native to that area. That they were saying that this was a sign of like
Aliens?
either no.
Sick, dude. I like the jump.
That would have been cool.
He committed. Good for you, man.
This indicated either the presence of elaborate exchange networks or the fact that this individual would move across diverse environments to get these special plants. And so these plants, they had, like DMT was part of it. This other, what is it? Okay, so it was metabolic.
Metabolic?
What am I even trying? what?
Metabolic?
No, not bolic. Bolic. Metabolic.
Metabolite.
Metabolite.
Okay, that.
Trace remains of whatever you're taking.
Benzoglycol.
It probably just says McDonald's.
Nobody knows. Maybe 3 people know.
It was cocaine. The one that I tried to pronounce right now. And then there was also.
It's basically cocaine.
Tylenol.
The active ingredient in cocaine.
Yeah. What is this? Bufotine.
Bufotine.
Bufotenine.
Bufotenine.
Which is a psychedelic snuff, and then psilocin, which is a psychoactive.
Shroom.
Yeah.
Magic mushroom.
Yeah.
And then also there was harmine, and DMT. Yeah.
So that was the ayahuasca.
Quite the plethora.
This guy was a freaking ancient bomb.
So they're dating this.
Ancient crackhead right
Or a
there.
curandero of some sort, like a.
Witch doctor.
Yeah.
I'd like to think he was a downtown LA homeless man that time traveled.
Yeah, so they're saying that this is dated sometime between 900 and 1100 CE.
Wow.
CE.
They don't call it BC anymore, I think.
Oh, really?
They changed it to BCE and BCE and shit like that. Or
1,000 years
It's
old.
still the same time?
A
Like the
1,000
same
years old.
timeline?
they just changed it.
Because it's before Christ or whatever, so they took.
CE Collector's Edition? What the hell is CE?
So it means common era or Christian era.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing.
Way more confusing now. Thanks a lot.
Oh, so it's like AD and
AD.
CE.
Well, I kind of like it better before Christ. Right? That's what BC was?
Well, the time was like before Christ, after death, or some shit like that, right?
Anno Domini. Anno Domini.
Now they're calling it BCE, before Common Era, and BC, before Christ. That they mean the same thing.
Yeah, I
Okay,
see.
cool. I like that.
And then CE is Common Era, and that's the same thing as AD.
Cool. I like that way more than BC and 80.
Anno Domini.
That's what I said. Anno Domini.
Yeah, that.
God, I'm smart as fuck, dude. Holy shit, am I smart? Oh my god.
You should just leave the room. You're not.
I think I just won. I won the video. See you guys later.
Why did the world stop doing drugs?
These are the things that they found. This is the pouch.
That's the pooch?
Dude, they found a fucking iPad. Look at that shit. That's not an iPad.
There's a vape pen, dude.
Yeah, so some of these things were like for snuffing.
Tiff, what's that right there?
I don't know.
That looks like an iPad, dude.
It does, yeah.
Enough with chopsticks for the ancient Panda Express.
Snuffing.
What is this?
that?
So they put the powder in there, and then they could put it in one nose and go.
Oh, wow. That's high tech.
Ever since I watched Ancient Aliens, I've been waiting for a news article one day where they're like, they found a fucking iPad in ancient Sumeria that dates back 1,000 years. And I'm like, there you go. The crazy guy with the hair was fucking right.
That just
That's
means
cool.
time traveling exists.
Or it could be time travel. I didn't even think of that shit. So you're
Or
next level
the
than me. You're way
ancient-
smarter than me.
Yay, I'm smarter than
Smart,
Steve.
way smarter.
Whoop, whoop.
This ancient civilization already hit that peak, and then something happened, and they had to reset, and we were reduced to cavemen.
They destroyed themselves.
Either that or a comet came down and crashed, and then there was a worldwide cataclysm.
God, so many things.
There's a lot of theories like.
Gio, you were telling me that you were listening to a podcast that talked about this stuff.
Yeah.
Tell me about
His
it.
name is Graham Hancock.
Yeah.
Oh, on Joe Rogan, I heard that one.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
There is a theory, and I think we spoke about it before
Yeah, we
here,
did.
but just to briefly explain it, is he thinks that human history is actually longer than what modern archaeology says it is. So I think right now we date back to 5,000 or 10,000 years ago. That's how long human history is. But what he thinks is it could be 40 to 50,000 years. But there's this theory called the Clovis theory, which is the idea of Asians came from the Bering Strait and then became Native Americans and stuff like that, right? But what he's saying is like there's evidence that prior to that whole Clovis theory, there's been human like inhabitants in America. But that can't be disputed because they're saying like that's something that mainstream science goes, that's just not disputable. You can't do it, even if there's evidence coming out saying like they're pointing to there was humans existing here a long time ago. And then also they say that there's a civilization that was super advanced that built the pyramids, that built all this shit, but then there was like a comet that came or something, and then there's evidence of it in Greenland or something like that. And then a big flood happened where a lot of cultures worldwide think there was a big flood, right? Because it went boom, and then
Or the Moses parting.
yeah, and a huge
That's in every religion,
cataclysm
yeah.
happened, and
Yeah.
then it reduced people to kind of hunter-gatherers, and then they had to rebuild society.
She means the
again.
part of the DMT, like in the Amazon forest, how like they found the strain, and then like they explain like what kind of happens life after death.
And then it's like different cultures from all over the world experience the exact same thing.
That's what I like about it. And different people from all over the world experience the same shit.
So what is that experience?
So all the people, like the ancient peoples from 5,000 years ago, like Egyptians or South Americans, if there's no direct contact, and it's a really sophisticated coincidence, because everyone that has done psychedelics, they said that once you die, you go straight to the bottom of Orion's belt. From there, you shoot to the Milky Way galaxy, where you go through a bunch of trials and tribulations to, like, I guess, to get your final judgment. And what's crazy is all of these cultures came up with the same exact, very detailed post-life journey on their own. Unless they communicated back then, but there is no evidence that any of these guys communicated back then.
So the theory is there was a one civilization that we can all trace back the roots to. So that civilization is like the starter of that theory, and then it kind of spread all over the world. But there's another one where they're interconnected through psychedelics.
And they're able to communicate through
Yeah, but I feel like that's a stretch.
Not necessarily with each other, but with whatever
the
fuck-
collective consciousness kind of.
It opens up to an additional dimension.
Interesting. And then
Where'd you
it's
guys? Is
similar
this
to
on the podcast?
Graham Hancock, he talks about a lot of it.
It's
And
similar
even that
to-
whole like Orion's belt thing.
Yeah. Because he's I don't know if he's like an anthropologist or like.
I don't know who he was. Who was he?
Or
What's his name
archaeologist.
again?
Did they write this stuff down?
Yeah, he has a book. He has multiple.
No, did they write this stuff? How did this information like? How'd they find out about it?
Through excavations.
Yeah, through
and-
excavation. So he
He's a writer and journalist.
I think he was a hotel manager.
But he is.
He specializes in pseudo-scientific theories involving ancient civilizations, stone monuments.
So he's largely shunned by the scientific community.
For sure.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, and he talks about why they do that, and it's very interesting stuff.
I was watching a little bit of Ancient Aliens finally, and then they're talking about how crazy it is that like these pyramids all over the world around the same time popped up, and it's so similar. And like, how did that happen?
Can't get a piece of paper between the cracks, Tiff. You can't even fit a piece of paper between the cracks. That had to be some sort of alien invention that created that pushed those tablets together.
I love
Had to
Ancient
be.
Aliens. It's fucking full of shit.
It's
but
amazing.
It's so funny.
It's the best
But
shit.
it's like dope to dream, you know?
Dude, I've never watched something that bends what it wants it to be harder than
Yeah.
Ancient Aliens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they'll take anything. They're like, how the fuck did they get boats back then, dude? Only Ancient Aliens could have given them boats. And the cat's like, you can't make something float. It's impossible. You can't do it. He's like, they had to have been shown how to do this shit by Ancient Aliens. It's so fucking funny, dude. I love
And
that.
that's how passionate they are too. It's fucking
He's
funny.
like, how did they get bread to rice? He's like, I can't even get bread to rice right now. He's like, they got bread to rice in ancient fucking Egypt. It's impossible. You literally can't do it.
I bet you
Give
they
me
would
the hair.
blame, they
The
would
hair is
blame the
amazing.
common cold as a way for like aliens to control us or some shit.
That's fun.
He's like, look at this ancient cave painting and tell me that's not a fucking office chair. And you're like,
on the History Channel.
he's like, look, it's even got little wheels.
I mean, since these are all theories, like even the Graham Hancock one, it's a theory and it's all possible because there's nothing really going against it.
So you take evidence and then you extrapolate.
Yeah.
That's what Ancient Aliens does so well,
Yeah.
is they extrapolate the fuck out of the little thing.
And they get creative as fuck.
So funny.
But in Graham Hancock's case though, it's not that much of a stretch.
Because there's evidence.
Yes. No. It's much more close to the to
It's more grounded.
evidence.
Yeah.
Whereas-
There's just some shit with the psychedelics and things like that. Yeah, that one's gonna be a little bit more.
Yeah, because how do you prove that?
Right,
different,
but whereas Ancient Aliens is like, look at this cave painting and tell me that's not Michael J. Fox. And you're like,
That's basically what they
they're
do.
like, we predicted Michael J. Fox. How could they have done
Dude,
that?
they had a convention in Pasadena, and you gotta watch this, man. The newest season of Ancient Aliens.
It's still going on.
Yeah,
oh
they
yeah,
do. They're-
it's dope. It helps me sleep, man.
That's what they're trying to. I'm telling you, dude. They really wring the fucking towel out on their show,
Yeah.
man.
But now they're bringing like a whole community together, and
It's a movement. It's like flat Earth.
yeah, there's an abduction episode. It's fucking dope.
Oh, I gotta see that.